For anyone who wants to avoid those pesky bugs and stay inside, CBC will be hosting the Summer Solstice Jam tonight featuring Aboriginal artists such as Equal, Michelle Boudreau, and the Nancy Reagans. Shannon Worm listens in.
June 21st is National Aboriginal Day. To celebrate that, CBC is hosting a great lineup of Aboriginal talent featuring Equal, Michelle Boudreau, and the Nancy Reagans. Producer Kelly Joberg says it's going to be a sellout.
We're really suggesting the doors open at 7, and we're really suggesting that people come early if they want to get a good seat because those go fast. You know, free concert, great acts, going to go fast.
Those who will be attending the Summer Solstice Jam will get more than a show. Host and performer Thomas Rusin says it will be an event to remember.
It's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, anything can happen.
Mainly, Rusin says that it is important to recognize Aboriginal talent.
It's going to be one of those opportunities we get to really show the country what Saskatchewan has.
And I really think that it's important, if you're going to put together a National Aboriginal Day celebration, to talk about who we are, you know, who this province is, who it's becoming.
For Eyes on the Street, I am Shannon Worm.
In the summer, Wascana Park is one of the best places to hang out, relax, and get a tan. Now you can even watch movies there. Big Sky Cinema is a concept that started in Australia and is coming to Regina. Organizers are setting up a giant screen and they expect a full house.
It's crowds of up to 8,000 people per night. And it's a great summer event, and you know, it's the first time it's been done in Canada, so I thought you know, I've got a connection with Regina, and yeah, I just wanted to bring, you know, a special event, I guess, to the city.
This woman says it's a welcome addition to the summer scene.
I think it'll be a really good family event, and lots of people will probably come out to see it, as long as the weather is good.
Organizers say if it rains or just too cold, those who bought tickets will get a refund. But if the weather holds, it should be a unique experience.
It's a drive-in just without the cars, so you know, families can come down to the park on dusk and yeah, bring their lawn chairs and blankets, you know, enjoy the pre-show entertainment.
Adam Lever says Big Sky Cinema is just one more reason to come out and enjoy Wascana Park. A great family idea to come out and enjoy the weather on a summer night. I'm Janelle Mandis, and I have my eyes on the street.
Now, we all know what stereotyping is. Some of us have been stereotyped as the jock, the nerd, or even the dumb blonde. But imagine your whole community being stereotyped as terrorists. Katrina Smith explains.
It's difficult for Ziba Hassami to watch the news. Every time she turns on the TV, she says, the media feeds into the notion that all Muslims are connected to terrorism.
I don't know how they become Islam and terrorism, how they become one. In my mind, they are not one. Terrorism, people who are into these activities, they're in it for their political agenda, and it's not for religion.
Before 9/11, negative news stories about Muslims were not the norm. After 9/11, Ziba feels that sensationalized stories about her people dominate the coverage.
For me, I think it began on September 11th. That's when that was a devastating day for me. I couldn't believe it had happened, and at that moment I thought life is going to be different.
Since then, there have in fact been many media stories that show Muslim people positively. For Ziba, the media needs to do more to show the dividing line between those who are and those who are not terrorists, so she feels safer.
I do feel sometimes, you know, a little conscious since I am a visible minority, and especially something like this happened.
Ziba isn't just spitting back idly. She wants to educate people about the true nature of the Islamic faith, about how it preaches peace and understanding and not war. Well, this is Katrina Smith with my eyes on the street.
Similar to the events of 9/11 and the recent arrest in Toronto June 6, 2006, otherwise known as 666, put a scare into some people. But the four horsemen of the apocalypse haven't appeared and the world is still here. Joseph Cook offers up his comments.
people think about the number 666, they usually think about the devil and the end of the world. Doomsday theorists said it was going to happen on June 6, 2006. Well, obviously that didn't happen. But what if this date really marked the beginning of the end? Maybe the end is near, we just can't see it. The Bible talks about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The first horseman brings false peace to earth, someone who will create a lot of needless hope and do a lot of damage. The second horseman brings war. This could easily be George W. Bush and his buddies. His vision for world democracy sounds good, but is it another attempt for world domination or just more oil? That reminds me of the third horseman, famine. A lot of people starving in third world countries, but there's another kind of famine in this world, a moral and ethical famine, like corporate greed, racism, hatred, etc. Can't we all just get along? And the fourth brings disease. AIDS is not going away, people. Cancer rates are out of control, and there's always the possibility of a bird flu pandemic. And don't even get me started on ecological disasters and global warming. Truth is, the apocalypse is not going to happen over a short period of time or in a set date, like the tabloids would say in the supermarket. No, what we should be really worried about is a slow and painful end that may have already begun. Keep your eyes on the world. I'm Joseph Cook.
Thanks again, Joe. Well, it's been a great show. We've shown you all different sides of the Queen City, and hopefully you've come to see just how much Regina has to offer.
This program was produced by the students of the Indian Communication Arts Summer Institute. We leave you now with the challenges of first-time journalists.
We're your hosts, Cassio Pikachu
and Creason Ashkate.
Later. Oh, damn you, hair! I forgot my stupid apple.
What shocked me?
Whatever. Forget it. Like that. Urban eyes. I feel face.